What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. As for me, I'm doing okay. I'm having a bit of separation anxiety. I haven't had my collection or my arsenal around me in 5 days. 5 days. It's been so long. But what do you do when you don't have your fragrances around you? I'll tell you what I do. I Google the closest rack store, and fun fact, there's one like 2 miles from me. And you go pick up more frags. So stay tuned. Let's see if these blind buys are going to turn into some cheapie gold. Or I should just stay at home. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the show all about boosting your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. It's been 5 days, 5 whole days that I have not had my fragrance collection. And yeah, I'm having a little bit of separation anxiety. Do you guys ever get that way? Go out of town, you don't have all your fragrances with you, you miss them? Let me know in the comments down below. It's hard as a fragrance reviewer because, well, I mean, that's kind of my livelihood. And also, fragrances are part of my life. They are a huge part of my life. But I've only got 2 days left and I'll be back at home. So Saturday night, whew, I can't wait. But until then, I've got to make do with what I have. And I've already run through all the fragrances that I brought with me. So what do I do in that scenario? I go and buy more fragrances. Makes sense, right? But instead of going out and buying a bunch of expensive fragrances, I decided to go the cheap route. So I went to my local rack stores. These are all blind buys. They didn't have a whole lot at the rack stores, but yeah, so I guess let's go ahead and get into. Money is only something you need in case you die tomorrow. Whiffs and sniffs. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I got and how much I got them for. So I stopped at Marshall's and Ross. They were right next to each other, and yeah, I got what I think is the best things that they had. So from Marshall's, I picked up Black is Black Pour Homme for men. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have a couple of these Black is Blacks. They're okay. They're kind of synthetic, but man, this might be pretty good. Who knows? This was $9.99. Man. Also from Marshall's, I picked up Ocean Pacific Storm. Yeah, I don't know. It's an eau de parfum. This was $12.99. From Ross, I picked up Michael Germain Duval Pour Homme. This was $10.99. 75 ml. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. This next one comes from Ross as well. It's Perry Ellis Reserve for men, and it was $14.99. So I have tried every single fragrance from Perry Ellis that come in these bottles. I have not tried the Reserve, so we'll see. I don't know. I also did not pack any test strips with me or my business cards. I did a terrible job packing to do this house sitting. My God. Anyway, so I'm going to spray all these on skin, and whichever one I like the most, I'm going to go ahead and wear for my scent of the evening. So I'm going to start from cheapest and get to the most expensive. So here we go. Cheapest, $9.99. Black is Black for men Pour Homme. So that's for men. Anyways, here's the box, and nobody cares. Now the bottle, and I've never liked these bottles. They're kind of weird to hold in the hand, but this one is just all black. The batch code information, like you really need it on something this cheap. But all right, so I'm gonna spray Black is Black Pour Homme on my left hand. Let's see. Maybe it might be good. I don't have high expectations, but we'll see. All right, lots of citrus up top. Right off the bat, you're gonna get some aromatics, maybe some rose actually. It kind of smells like lemon cleaner a little bit. It actually kind of has that Club de Nuit Intense Man lemon pledginess right up front. I mean, right off the bat, it's medicinal, it's a little harsh, but it's settling down nicely, I'll be honest with you. And some jasmine, and the jasmine's not bad, honestly. It's musky, it's got some sweetness, probably coming from some amber or vanilla. This one is the best out of the Black is Black line that I have tried so far. The Aqua is another one that I have, not bad. Modern Oud, not great, but it's a good oud fragrance to start with. If you're looking for just like a dumb reach cheapie that's gonna be great for the office, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. This is actually something you could wear all year round. But I'm going to get back to it, though. I'm going to let it dry down for a little bit. So here we go. Next cheapest is Michael Germain Duval Pour Homme. I've actually heard some pretty good things about this. Never smelled it. And again, here's the box. Who cares that it's $10.99? All right. Duval. Here's the, I mean, I don't know how I feel about this bottle. It kind of looks like the smokestack on top of a cruise ship. Anybody else? I mean, if you flip it upside down, definitely. Anywho, really cheap cap that barely clicks into place. Like, look at that. That's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna spray Duval Pour Homme on this hand. I don't know the notes on this. I don't even know for Fragrantica you can look them up. I'm sure you can, but this has some green notes coming right up top. A little bit of mossiness. It's definitely either some lemon, some bergamot, some sort of citrus, and it's not highly, man, it's pretty synthetic, but it kind of smells like a really watered down eau sauvage, but like not as good whatsoever. It's kind of sweet. You get a few aromatics in there. I can't really determine what they are. Maybe some violet. It's got a slight mintiness to it. It's not my favorite. It's actually pretty like a candied lemony sweet. But for $10.99, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not something I would reach for quite ever. It smells like a really watered down eau sauvage. All right, I'm gonna let that dry down for a little bit and we'll get into the other two fragrances. Okay, Ocean Pacific Storm Eau de Parfum, 100 ml, $12.99. Here's the box. Again, nobody cares about the box. It's $12.99. Here's the bottle. It's pretty just generic bottle. No batch code information whatsoever. Cheap plastic cap. $12.99. I wasn't expecting like it to blow my mind. But what do I think it's gonna smell like if it's called Storm? A little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning. I don't know. We'll see. Storm. Well, that's not what I was expecting. It's actually all okay. It's not bad. It does have a very sweet opening. Extremely sweet, like bubblegummy sweet. A little bit like Invictus Aqua. Why do I keep getting fragrances that smell like Invictus or Invictus Aqua? But it's really light. Like, it's loud and then super light. Lots of citrus. A lot of citrus, a lot of sweetness. Not really getting much more than that. Maybe a little bit of like green notes. It's got some ozonic and watery qualities to it. But it's really light. I put 4 or 5 sprays on and I can't really smell it. I do have Ocean Pacific Stoked, and that's actually decent. It's not bad. This one, it's got some Mont Blanc Legend vibes now that's drying down. Okay, I'm gonna let that one go ahead and dry down for a little bit and then I'll come back to it. Last but not least, Perry Ellis Reserve for Men. I've got high expectations for this one because Perry Ellis actually makes decent fragrances for the price. I actually really love 360 Red, 360 Green's really good, Blues, eh. All right, here you go. There's the box. Again, $14.99. Alakazam. I mean, this they look like wands, or I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna say what else they look like. But anyways, here you go. All right. Cheap plastic cap. Batch code information on the bottom. And that's the bottle. So here we go. Wow. Okay, that one caught the air real quick. Maybe some pine or fir actually to like start things up. It's quite green and spicy. An interesting blend of citrus. Again, I think it's going to be like bergamot or lemon. I don't know if I like that very much, to be honest with you. It almost smells like soy sauce to me. Or like condiments. That's interesting. There is some spearmint, geranium, or mint. I don't like it. I don't like this at all. There is something weird, very synthetic, and just something very oily, almost like soy saucy, or like mayo. I know that sounds weird, but I get this like condiment vibe going on. I do not like that one whatsoever. So let's revisit them real quick. Let me put my 2 cents in on it now that they've dried down for a little bit. Let's find out. Okay, Blackest Black Pour Homme is actually pretty good. It's got this really nice woodiness, and it kind of reminds me of Gaiac wood. It's got a lot of musk going on. But actually, this is really good. I mean, for the price, for $9.99, this is good. It's not terrible whatsoever. It's not great, But again, for $9.99, it's good. Next up, Duval. All right, now that this has dried down a little bit, been on my skin now for 10 minutes or so, it's a lot of florals. Maybe some carnation, geranium. It's kind of lotiony and soapy at the same time. Citrus has completely died off. It is now becoming musky and aromatic. A little bit of woods coming out. I actually am enjoying this a lot more than the opening. If you like those old school style fragrances and you're looking for something that kind of would do what like a Zaharoff pour Homme would do, or Eau Sauvage, though this is not, I'm not comparing this to Eau Sauvage, but those old style fragrances, yeah, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Ocean Pacific Storm is pretty much gone. I mean, it is so faint. It's not even funny. Like, for $12.99, I kind of regret getting that because there's not much to it. I mean, it's pretty much gone. If you're looking for something that lasts like your first time with a lady, Ocean Pacific Storm, I don't know. Maybe it's just my skin. Let me know in the comments if you have it, if you tried it, what you think of it. But for me, it's pretty much, I mean, it's sort of there, but it's pretty much gone. All right. And Perry Ellis Reserve for Men, I do not like whatsoever. But that's on my skin. Oh, man, yeah, it's still got that condiment vibe too. It's so weird. I don't know. I don't like it. I've never smelled anything really like this. It's like piney, minty, and like tree bark. Like pine mint tree bark. That's about all I got. It could just be my skin. It could be a bad bottle. I don't know. But let me know in the comments down below what you think of Perry Ellis Reserve for Men. This is probably the least favorite out of the bunch that I've tried from this line. I don't think this was a good blind buy. I'm probably just gonna either give this away or find a good home for it. So what do I do when I don't have all my fragrance collection with me? I go rack store shopping. Sometimes you can find some hidden gems, and sometimes you can find some amazing fragrances for quality prices. This time, I found a couple good fragrances, one I don't care for at all, and one that is actually pretty stinking good. And the fragrance I'm gonna go with for my scent of the evening is gonna be Black is Black, pour Homme. That's not bad. And the atomizer is actually really good on this. It's very surprising. Quite synthetic to start out, but once it starts settling down a little bit, turns out to be something not bad for $9.99. Sometimes you go to rack stores, you find some cheapie gold. Sometimes, not so much. So that's it for me this evening. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favor, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.